One frustration a lot of Mac users have is how do you get to have an app go to full screen, but not full screen as in a different desktop in Spaces, but just fill all the available space. You've got this green button here which if you just click it normally it puts everything full screen. The menu bar goes away, the dock goes away, and you're actually in a separate desktop space. I can use Control Up to go into Mission Control and you can see I've got my desktop here and now Pages is a separate desktop. And that's not what I want. So you can use the green button here to go back to it. You can Option click the green button and you can see it changes to a plus and it will expand the window to maximum size. Notice it went vertically to top and bottom, expanded a little bit on the sides, but didn't fill the space on the screen. Why? Well, it filled the maximum amount of space used by this page. There is no extra space here at the ends. If I actually manually drag this over you can see it's just blank here. So by using the plus button what I actually was doing was expanding it to be the largest size it needed to be. But what if I wanted it to be the entire thing? Well, you could just drag the edges of the screen. Drag it all the way out. Drag this one all the way out. If it wasn't all the way at the bottom already I could drag it down there. Same thing with the top. Or I can even use the corners. Here I am. I can go and drag the corners. This corner out this way. This corner out that way. And then there's some interesting other things that you could do. Like you can Option drag and it drags both ends. So I can drag both ends there. I can drag both ends there. And you can see I can't quite get the bottom to go there because there wasn't enough space. So that's kind of frustrating. And you can even do that with the corners. Drag this corner with Option and it expands everything and you can often get what you need that way. But if I'm limited by the amount I'm stretching, like in the upper left hand corner here, I have to do the lower right corner separately. So it's really frustrating. It would be nice if there was one quick way just to get it to fill all available space. It turns out there is. You see, if you double click on an edge, look what happens. I'm going to double click on the right edge here. It expands to go all the way to the right side. Okay, so I could do that with all four sides, right? Well, that's still a little too much. But if I double click on a corner, look what happens. It expands that corner to go all the way down. So now I'm down to the part where I can expand that corner, double click to expand this corner, and I'm set. But you can combine that with the Option key. Remember the Option key when I was dragging expanded both sides. Well, what happens if I double click a side with the Option key down? It expands both sides to fill the space. So now, as you could probably guess, if I were to double click a corner with the Option key down, I get the entire window filling the entire space. And I can double click any corner I want. So you've got four different spots that you can click on. You could even consider here you've got your red, yellow, and green buttons there. But you've got another button here that's the corner and you can see when you've rolled over it because the cursor changes to this diagonal arrow. But you can choose another one if you feel a little more comfortable choosing one that just doesn't have any other buttons or anything near it. Option, double click, the window fills the entire space.